celestial abyss, celestial knowledge of the star marker that marked the scepter, the one who holds now the inheritance to the king, not Aaron or Levite, because that was father, not the inheritance, meaning the high priest, the Levitical priest and the high priest of Aaron and Levite, that was father under the Old Testament. The wage of sin was death. So if you're going to go under that, put yourself under that Old Testament, you got to have only committed one sin or you're done. Death is abyss. A death is after the resurrection of your dead body, after you've been, then you face Father in Shiloh. So that's the old covenant, and that's what's so beautiful about the scepter sign, is that all glory to Shiloh. Shiloh was the celestial firmament marker, the star marker that made Christ as it paused at attention. Melchizedek, remember first with the birth, yes, of the bride, right? That marriage between the morning and the king star create an age from fire, one sin, death, Old Testament, to now meek covenant, a covering over your flesh, the sins for the world, right? Not your daily sins. Really? We need to have that discussion and be real. Father's going to cover you because you stand over the world, right? The world, and they persecute you, and you suffer because of that. You think just your little fleshy sins that you just do daily. That's what he's talking about, forgiveness of sins for the world, the sins of the world, mammon, traditions of men, for standing up to that. That's where forgiveness, after being rebuked, walk in repentance and then forgiven. So Shiloh is the high priest. He is now, remember, Aaron. There is no Aaron or Levite. It's all Gentiles, Jews, black, white, brown, red, and yellow, good and evil, Esau and Jacob. You understand what the Shiloh sign is? Shiloh declared Christ as the high priest, the scepter. That is the scepter, the one who comes on the white horse. Not the one with the bow and the toxin. That's Donald. I mean, Abaddon. John. Oh, I mean, Abaddon. Apollyon. You know, remember, there's a seventh king that will be revealed as the eighth king. Christ is the king. Christ is Shiloh. He is the one who has the scepter, the crown to the church. Revelation 3:11. I keep going with this and beating this to your guys' brain like it's like it just goes on and on. Boom, 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 boom. So you're saying it in your sleep or something. Jim Brown. Break a lunch break. Tacos for lunch. Thank you, Father, for the bounty. Isn't it just beautiful how much the word comes to life in the stars? In the stars. See, remember, I was a magi, so that is my business here on this rock. I'm here, remember, as an angelos to declare the age. Aries, Aquarius, the twins, the Gemini. I hope you got that too. The triple slice of time, 3 pie slices. Gemini. 6,000 years, what we're in right here. You know, this. Don't worry about this. Just get to the point to where you get redeemed. Leave everything else alone. Nothing else matters other than the gospel. And the gospel is what's your daily bread. That's what you eat, and it tells you, that feeds you. It's your moral compass. Forward. March. Move out, draw fire. Eyes fire, feet of fire. You're going to piss people off, aren't you? I hope this world hates you, Duck. I hope this world hates you so much. You too, Connection. I hope the world just hates you so much, man. So you know. Hallelujah for that, right? So, being that he is the one who holds the crown, right? That scepter. If you rip him down from the tree he hung from, then you put yourself back under the old covenant of one sin. And we've all fell short of the word. He's the word, remember? So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The scepter shall not depart from Judah till Shiloh returns means that he is now high priest. Remember, he severed that. The head is meek, not have sex with your sister, multiply, be fruitful, multiply. Remember, eye for an eye. All right, man. That SWAT team broke into my house. Theory. Now we're going to go and break in their house. Anybody want to come a SWAT team with me? We'll go their kids up and gas and grenade them and kidnap them. We'll do all these, tooth for a tooth, right? Eye for an eye. You pluck one, I'll pluck yours, right? You stab my eye, I'll go stab your eye. Remember, what does it say about that log in your eye? So, hallelujah, meek. That's what's so beautiful about that sign. It puts him now as the high priest. High priest to the Satan. This church is MAGA. Peace and safety. Sudden destruction will come upon those who call out for peace and safety. Peace, MAGA. The divide, the divider. You guys getting that? The divide is the horizo. The scorpizzo, the horizo. The scorpizzo is the one who causes the sheep to scatter. Flock. Father condemns. Father's the separator. Through Shiloh now. Remember, he covered us for our sins. For being hated. If you don't get it, it's not a religion. See, he wrote the letter to the 7 churches in the book of Revelation, and I am Revelation. So, what I got to do, guys, Father told me to stop talking to the world through his word. It's not like, Pastor Tracy, Revelation. It's through his word. You know what I'm saying? Like this, please just moderate. Moderators, I'm looking for people to come to this property now and the body. And I'm not talking to anybody else other than the message. No more. No more. Just moderate them. Just moderate them. Just moderate these people out of here. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care what I miss. Father is all, he created all things. If somebody's not trying to come to this homestead or build a homestead with you, be self-reliant, self-preparedness, or talk about this body. If you don't want to come into my life, don't talk to me. If you don't want to become self-reliant and get away from the beast, don't talk to me. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't come in here and try to come on I'm going to protect. This is my family I'm going to be with after I die. These people mean everything to me on this rock, this spirit, the Hokadesh. You know what I'm saying? So just get rid of them for me, moderators, please. If they're anything vile, anything other than on-point subject, please. You guys' jobs just got a lot harder, and I know you guys already have a tough job. I don't want to talk to the world anymore. Father will put the restrainer. He'll make them retarded, right? He'll screw them down. So I'm going to kind of go, remember, I talked about this already in the stream the other day. I'm only talking to the bride. That's it. And people want to be in my life, a physical in my life. So I can't be with you physically in my life, but I'll talk to you here because we'll be with each other after we die. That's my family, my brothers, my sisters, and my mother, right? That's my instruction. That's what this is. It's the narrow way. So just please moderate. I don't care what I miss. I mean, it's going to suck because I need people, but see, it'll be on point. Hey, where are you at? What are you doing? I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. None of this worldly stuff. None. I don't hear no world anymore. I want to see it. I want to smell it. I want to touch it. Just get these people out of there. They're filthy swine, and I don't want to be around them. This is a ministry. We don't have to do that. It's part of what he says. Do not sup with vipers. So we're past that. This is past Democrat and Red Blood McKin. Remember? History is being made every day. What are you doing about it? Can't do a damn thing. Father already wrote all of it. Everything was already created by the Father. So there's no such thing as man-made. No, I'm not going to argue with anybody. The word, the aletheia, the truth will set you free. So that's what I want to talk about. And seriously, he told me I don't talk to anybody else anymore in this world. They don't want to come be with you right now. I don't have much more time. They're going to go full lockdown in this country very soon. The week is going to be one of the biggest weeks in your life. It is. I got all these Trump protests set up. Remember, this is beyond, a donkey or an elephant at this point. Anybody who votes is your enemy because they're voting in this beast system. They're supporting the beast. So don't talk to anybody like that. Leave them alone. Leave these people alone. They'll be screwed come lockdown. You know what I'm saying? They won't be able to, they're done. They're already cooked. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So anybody who says anything that's not on point, it's a failure. Piss poor performance is because you didn't practice. Perfect practice prevents piss poor performance. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You want to see a failure? It's somebody who doesn't do something. You know, so just moderate them. They're not doing anything about it. Get them out of here. They're going to get in your way. You're going to have to try to help these people later when they come try to steal your stuff. Maybe you can throw them some, you know, rice and beans or something. You know, they don't have a water filter, leave them alone. Anybody who doesn't have a water filter is a loser. You don't have a self-reliant water filter. See, they'll hear it. So I don't care. They don't want to argue with it. See, then they're going to, how many days do you think the average person go without water? If you don't own it, please get out of this chat right now and go buy one. Or put something in here that's worth the shit. Because that's what you're full of. Sitting there thinking you can sit there and not do anything about it. He told us to have extra oil. So move on, carry on. See, ever heard it? You're going to hear it. They go, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need to have some kind of filter, personal water filter. So this magnetosphere is being crushed. That's why they're digging in the ground. If they could leave this rock with their Spaceballs nonsense, they would have already left. They would have already locked down 19 states. They're getting ready to lock down Oregon, too. So if you want to come homestead, you better do it now. Look online. I just filled out a thing. I didn't do it. I've been hesitant to do it. And I've already, since I've been on here, I've had 7 hits. 7 hits. We'll see. I got to look through them. My phone was already notified 7 times since I started this live stream in 11 minutes. I couldn't get one person now in how many years come homestead. So I ain't trying to, I'll put it out there, but you know what I'm saying? So I like my Rhode Island Red. See, now that's the kind of comment I want to talk about. That's the kind of comment I want to see in this chat. I like my red sex links because they're Rhode Island Reds. They're like my little puppies. I love those birds. I do. They lived in the cabin in here for months. Then smelled like a chicken coop in here for about 2 weeks. I had to clean it all, but it's okay. They were molting and I don't want them to die. I lost a couple of them because of the cold. They were molted. I just kept trying. It's got a little cold, but got that all taken care of. And so I love my birds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so there we go. Butt nuggets, man. They're golden egg, you know, protein. Talk about things, source good, you know, become your own supply chain. Cut off the supply chain by becoming your own supply chain. It can't be a supply chain shortage if you are the power company. You'll never have a rolling brownout or black. Oh, people in the city, you know, often. So, and their toasters, you know, talking to the microwave, throw your microwave away, and the microwave is talking to their refrigerator, and it's reporting to the NSA. I don't talk to people who are on a smart meter. If you're on, one day this internet's going to go off, brothers and sisters, and you're going to wish you went to the Home Depot. The sun's doing it. We got a massive corona hole opening. That caused some radio blackouts, possibly a geomagnetic storms. Just off corona hole opening. It's 5. That sun's whacked that magnetosphere now since 1900. It started depleting because the weakening of the sun. So people better start doing something about it, or they're done. You know what I'm saying? So, remember in the military, it's called lead follower, or get the fuck out of the way. So most people would know how to lead their self out of a paper bag, and they couldn't even define what comes out of their face. Remember, they think heaven is above their head. They think hell is below their feet. Hell is the word no knowledge. People think they're going to die and go to hell. They're already in hell. Hell's that empty space being their cranium, you know, the open void, the void. Remember the pit? Hell's no knowledge. So I won't talk to anybody who doesn't know where hell's at. If you think heaven is above your head, get out of here, you child. You're an idiot. Go read the word. Get away from me. You stink like people who believe in space. There's no such thing as space. Chewbacca didn't have Wookiee with Ewok. Now we got big feet running around. Believes an action word. I believe you need to get your ass out of here because you couldn't learn, right? I'm not talking to anybody anymore. I don't care. Give me crack corn, man. New rule, moderators. Moderate anything that's not on subject that's a bad apple. I want all bad apples out of here. One bad apple upsets the whole apple cart. like just a little bit of leaven. That leaven is a whole lot. So I ain't gonna let this body get ruined by sin. You understand what I'm saying? And we've all been off the mark, right? That's the word sin. Karak or character. Your character is off the mark. These people are idiots. They think there's some kind of physical. There's no physical. You fall for physical under this testament. You rip Christ, the Hamashiach, down from the tree he hung from, and you put yourself under the Old Testament. So I don't have time. Now I'm looking for homesteaders. What I decided to do is I'm going to build up that 20-acre homestead. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to build up that 20-acre homestead, the one that Elijah was going to live on. So what? I'll figure it out. If he's alive, he's alive. If he's not, if David Ron is alive, and I'll go buy another property, whatever. But I get some bodies out here. I'm going to need some like-minded people. I want some people from the ministry to move out here. Seriously, I mean, we worked as a team. We could put this thing together quick. I have a lot of resources and ability to do this. You know what I'm saying? I've done this. Look what I'm doing. I'm getting hits. You know what I'm saying? On the internet. Look on the internet, brothers and sisters. If you've been wanting to homestead or live off grid, there are a lot of people. I just signed up with something on Facebook and I'm blown away. I did it before, but I'm just too busy. And I did. And I put out a post now to see. I can't feel any one person coming here from YouTube. You think I have this 20,000, but whatever. Facebook's all over, you know. So, and I don't want to use that. I use this as the marketplace, but remember, I don't care. Look online. There are Facebook homesteading groups that you can join that people are looking for homesteaders, off-gridders. They don't have anybody. I'm not the only one who's, you know, trying to find it. So I can either bring people here. Remember, I have the other 5-acre parcel, and then I got the 20. So I don't even have to have people here. So I'm not going to bring anybody here, probably unless they're from the ministry. But if people want a homestead, I'm going to do them, vet this, you know what, out of them, and make sure they're the right fit. I need somebody who doesn't need to be told what to do. They can self-motivated, self-reliant, self-sufficient. Somebody who can probably read a tape measure. Somebody who doesn't think God's in the sky. You know, I don't want religious people out here. I want people who know the word, spiritual. So I ain't going to just let anybody come out here. Nope. Wouldn't do that. So if you're looking to homestead, you're looking to get off grid. If you're not, please get off my channel. Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't want to be around people who are relying on a grid. You're going to fry in your cities. You're going to fry to the ground. You ever seen a transformer blow up when and it travels down the line? They're going to fry. The cities are going to be ashes. Those steel buildings are going to melt like 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. I mean, come on. These people are idiots. You live in the city. Father hates capitalism. Father hates cities. Father doesn't like cities. No, he doesn't. Father doesn't like pride. That's Babylon. That's all. You just don't know the word. So I won't argue with you. You're already in hell if you're in a city. Oh, you got your modern conveniences, but you're not self-reliant. You're now depending on a system that is enslaved you with, supply. They just feed us poison, brothers and sisters. We just pay for our own poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Look at where we've gotten in society. Oh, I never did answer that last night. Darn it. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. Look at the ability of these ignorant. I'm saying you're so foolish. Off the grid means you're not hooked up to a power. I don't want to ever address this stupidity. You know how you've reached the level of stupidity, brothers and sisters? In society, we've degraded to a point where he's pretty much heat rock bottom like hell, the pit, when the computer is going to make sure that you're a human being. The robot is checking. The computer is verifying whether you're a human. That is the stupidest thing ever. That's the people like that. So just get rid of all these stupid comments, please. People are, they just don't understand what off the grid means. Off the grid means you make your own power. You're not hooked up to a power pole. See what they're saying? That's the kind of people, brothers and sisters, are going to come eat your kids, kill you, stab you, cut your head off. They won't care. They will not be using their head. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be using their head at all. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Okay. Interesting. So if anybody's not producing fruit, brothers and sisters, again here, you'll be taken out of here. You have to actually produce something. You have to say something that's worth some value. So it's kind of ironic, but people couldn't even tell what off or on the grid is. Grid system. You're hooked up to a power pole. I produce all my own power. I grow my food. I produce my medicine. That person's on a smart meter. Guarantee. That's what it does. It makes them stupid. Stupid is nice. They try to be nice and act like they know what they're talking about. But remember, It's okay. So anyways, moderate all comments that aren't producing fruit. One bad apple upsets the whole apple cart. I'm trying to find people to come out here. Yeah, or you go to the compost bin. There we go. You're dung. You're going to be mulched into the world. There, your worldly dirt. You know, that's what you are. You're earthly ruled. So there you go. Stock up on borax. There you can make soap. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Steven, you know about JC Medical. You know about JC Medical? You can take care of that right now. Go see Canadian Prepper. I think that's the only thing that $100. That's a good thing. Honey, because you want people who have insulin obviously have issues. So go see JC Medical. They're a doctor. If you have somebody who's insulin dependent and you're either way with the diabetic, then they can get extras. It's hard to get extras like inhalers and things like that. That's over the counter. You set something up. It's a real doctor, and they'll start sending you insulin so you can get the extras, man. Seriously. But I mean, great thing too. If you can't have it, what an extra. These are the kind of comments that are going to be left in this chat. Okay. These are the same thing in this chat that you're not going to stay in here anymore. I'm past people. You want a homestead? Come out here. I'm in Silver Lake, Oregon. You come out here with a tent. I did. You come out here in the motorhome. You got a motorhome, you have to be a spiritual person. I'm going to vet everybody. I ain't going to have them come on. I have a whole nother beautiful, I'm going to put you on the best property I have out here. Really don't want anything from anybody. I need people self-motivated, want to do it on their own kind of deal, initiative. They'll be able to help the ministry and, help themselves. So I'm non-religious. Obviously, you know that if you've been in here. Religion is organized and they're all chaos. They're Satanists, they evil. Remember, he creates that chaos. Isaiah 45:7. So most people aren't going to do it. Like I said, I'm getting hits after one after the other. It's kind of ironic. I probably should have done this sooner, but because winter's here, but it don't matter. I built in the middle of the winter last year. Excuses are like assholes, and everybody's got one. Move out and draw fire. About face, all right? All I want to see is your elbows and your rear end hole in your backside, all right? Assholes, stop acting like an ass. Quit being stubborn and learn. You're not going to get anywhere by being dependent on their system. They're just going to keep inflating your money currency at $1 trillion every 100 days. You'd have to come back here and give me $1 million for 360,000 years every day. $1 million. You ain't going to do anything. This is gone. The system is gone. They're changing the system over. They're about ready to put robots on everybody. Fake alien invasion. Fake. All fake. Everything's fake. It's all contrived by a bunch of men, evil men that Father created. So I don't want to be around anybody who wants to participate in the system anymore. I don't want to talk to anybody ever again. I'm seriously not cutting myself off because the word is what people will hear it. I'm just going to keep sharing the gospel and moving forward, man. No more. Cut them. You guys' job just got a lot harder, man. I apologize, moderators, but get them out of here. If they're not producing, if they're a bad apple, put them in the compost bin. Thank you. We're going to have to remember Duck said that, if you're dung, you're going to go, I don't care what you are. You're a bad apple. And that's leaven, and that will ruin those whole lump of what we got going in here. So people want to talk about chickens and homesteading and insulin and borax soap. And look at some of the comments we got already. Heck yeah. Now there's some fruit, baby. That's talking about extra oil, Yeah, go judge with righteous judgment, brothers, sisters. Don't listen to these fake Christians that think you can't judge. They don't own a lexicon. I rebuke all religions. They're all vain and worthless. You go by the law. If you go by a corporate law, then guess what? Christ stood up to the corporation and they threw him in jail. So if people don't have current charges and be threatened and thrown in jail, they're not Christ-like. They're Satanists. See why they're Satanists? They don't even know what halakha is or Haggadah. Yeah, they don't study with the concordance one word at a time. Remember, they don't even own a concordance. They don't use their modern e-sword app. I come to bring a sword of division like we're talking about Shiloh. Their crown is already stolen. They're in hell. You know what I'm saying? They're already in hell. Hell's not below their feet. Hell's no knowledge, no bis, no bathos, no busos. It's not a place in the sky. It's not below your feet. People don't die and go to the sky. People don't go and die and go to hell. There hasn't been a judgment yet. Remember, there has to be the final shofar. People are idiots. I live in the most idiotic system ever. Remember, people push their little buggies down the thing and then the bug wouldn't get you if you went this way or that way. That's so stupid, man. These people are idiots. I mean, this is the most degraded society. They vote for a man that has Satan. His house is Satan. Satan's tower. Remember, I now have the tallest building in the world, Mr. Warp Speed. You know, he decorates his house with that 58-story Babylonian Mithra, Abaddon John, right? Remember that guy? Abaddon, Apollyon, the sun god Satan, the seventh king locked in the pit. See, they're already in hell. These people are already in hell. They voted for him 3 times. So I would never want to associate with anybody who votes. That is the vainest, vilest thing you could do, is vote for these old rich white men, right? And it ain't about being white, but that's probably the most evil thing on this rock. A bunch of old rich white dudes, you know? And remember, I don't do race. I don't see race. I don't hang out with racists either. I hate racism. A bunch of fucking niggers, white niggers, black niggers, brown niggers, yellow niggers, red niggers. Niggers an attitude. It's got a chip on your shoulder like the world owes you or something. You know, I grew up around all ethnicity, cultures. These people are idiots. I don't want nothing to do with these people ever again. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I took an oath to the Constitution, not a flag. I shit and burn on flags. I'll wipe my ass with the American flag. I don't take an oath. I took the oath to the, not freedom, the right of the people. Freedom is dangerous, borderline criminal. Remember? Shit, we used to drink out of hoses and ride in the back of pickup trucks, and we did all kinds of crazy things. Oh, if your lawn's too much long now, they'll fee-fine white truck will come out there, and you don't pay that thing, they'll SWAT team you. Shit, you might be bumping your old lady next door. Something's knocking over, bumping, and she's screaming no. She really means yes because it feels so good. And next thing you know, you've been swatted. I think he's got a gun too. Swatted because you can fart in your neighborhood. I see your one and raise your one. It's a big poker game. You know, the in-town capitalism. God hates capitalism. Why do you think Trump built a 58-story tower, exactly the same amount of stories as Satan, Babylonian Nimrod Tower? Remember? And decorates his house with Satan. Because people love the world. They think there's gods in the sky. That's what, remember, he pushed his space farce balls or whatever he pushed. I remember, these people think alien is a word, right? No, they think alien is a species or a being or some kind of gray or green or slime creatures from out. Remember Slam Dunk, Space Jam? Or maybe they'll put the little green thing in the box. Remember the Ghostbusters? Remember all that? Whatever the box that. Oh, wait, hold on. Get in the box. Remember Amazon? Look what they're doing to people right now, brothers and sisters, kidnapping people for being too poor. So Father's going to send me the right people. He is. Remember, 29 of you in here, and every one of you is one paycheck away from being in the streets, probably. I hope you're in a better situation than that. I really do. I hope that you find yourself in a better situation than being one paycheck away from the streets, because there's ways to do that. You can own your land. You can get off the grid. You can become your own power. Raising your own food. But no, I'm just going to stay in the system, and I got to live next to my big neighbors. I mean, my house is so close to my neighbor, I can fart and they can smell it. Remember, I get raided because I'm banging the old lady. Oh no, I'm going to live on some little tiny little piece of little land, the big old house. I'd rather live on a big old piece of land with a nice cabin. How many we got out here now? So, idiots. Who's the idiot now, huh? This grid goes down. It's just another day out here, you know, like Amish or Mennonite, just another day at the farm. We don't depend on the system. We are the system. See? Tell me I don't live in a world of the most degraded nation ever. Stupidest society ever. Made vote with a guy 3 times, decorates his house with Satan, and then you got to verify that you're a human being by a robot. Will never be any more. Yes, they will. Robots will guard people. There's already robots that basically run a whole McDonald's because they're alive. No, because they've been programmed. These people think robots are alive, and now they're going to whack them with robots. And they're going to get off of some fake alien invasion. They got a old thing that a virus is alive, and a virus ain't alive. So you, there's my 2 witnesses. Seriously, you better hurry up. And I ain't telling you that you'll miss one little cotter pin. The whole thing will fall out. You go too fast. Yep. Yeah, it'll break apart. Yep. Shouldn't have missed that little detail. Slow and smooth is what it said. Slow and smooth. SAS. I remember the SWAT. Oh, exactly. You know, you're going to miss something. Attention to detail. OCD. On Christ daily. Carry that cross, daily bread, take up your cross daily, deny yourself daily. The disciples will be doing what they're supposed to be doing anyways. You're not going to turn a goat into a sheep. It's not even possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible. So people already be doing this. I'm just offering these people an opportunity, right? Some people are, have trees fall in their lap, and some people make opportunities. So, but our free nations. That's right, lady. He plans on encamping everybody. So, I hate this country. It's an apostasy. It's been enslaving nations like the money changers. This is the most evil nation ever to walk this rock. Wants to bless Mayflower Nation, but America, the corporation, has been enslaving people with veterans and killing people. Now I live in a society of Americans. They're going to be the stupidest society. They're going to write down that it was a fact that people filled out a W-2, proud Americans, and killed Ukrainian citizens with their money. Not guilt, by association. No, they paid for the killing of Ukrainians. Yeah. Iranians, all these people outside our borders, and the stupid fucking Americans paid for it. They paid to kill the other people. So when it goes to judgment, they're guilty. Yeah, they didn't get their own system like he stood up to the system, right? And he was enslaved for that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to be thrown in what? Judgments. Wait till Father, judges them for that. You were a corporation. Yeah. Goodbye. You're worried about some language. So, remember, I can't talk. I'm just moderator, remember? Go fuck yourself. How about that? It's a pluck the Ubo. It's a word, okay? You're worried about a word. A word is an alien. He's scared of aliens, too. So, stop being a child. Seriously, you're acting like a child. It's what comes out of a man that defiles a man. So, I'm not going to address it. Remember, don't address it. So, Kinetic, where are you at, man? You should have been here already. That's all right. Love you, brother, but this is no more excuses. I'm not making no more excuses for anybody. I'm opening up that 20-acre land parcel, and you'd be welcome here, but I'm going to try to get this other parcel land set up, the 20 acres that Elijah is not, I don't think he's alive. I really want to keep up my hope and that Adrian are alive, but I don't have anything as of now. I have nothing. So they're probably better that they're past. And it's okay. I'll buy another piece of land when I get this all taken care of. So it's all right. I need to continue on. I have 20 acres. It's just sitting there. It's the best, most beautiful property I own. I could put 5 or 6 people that want to get off their ass and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about breaking down buses. That's you always use the same thing. Love you. Okay, but you always say the same thing. Aren't you a mechanic? Love you. Love you. You should have been here, and God's keeping you there because you're just not, But if Kevin showed up eventually, and that's what I told people. Let's just hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Don't go anywhere, and you won't. I know you won't. Thanks for staying here. And I know it's a struggle. I remember I had people crash and wreck and flip vehicles trying to come out here, and only Kevin showed up. But Kevin showed up to my door. You know what I'm saying? I need people in my life. I need people in my life now. I need people here. I don't want to talk to the world anymore. I don't want to address. You're a moderator. Please moderate anybody in here that's not producing fruit and not trying to make their way here, into my life or to the body. That's it. This is us now. We're not shutting the world off. I'm not shutting you off. People, whoever's meant to come, you get here, you'll be here. Don't worry about it. Father he provides. It's just the way it works, So that's what I'm trying to say. I want to seriously show you. I need people to show up on my doorstep. You know what I'm saying? But Father is doing all things in our life. I mean, look what's going into my life. I can't even find out if my son's dead or alive. I paid how much money now? We got $100,000 into this whole thing with Elijah at least. Here's what, another $20-some thousand or something on this case, and all the silver, So I hear you, man. I get crushed all the time. Father constantly, I wish I could have just sent you some money, the parts. I don't know. Leave your fucking bus there, dude. Who gives a fuck? Come out here. Stop making that bus an excuse and get your ass out here. You could have already bought another bus out here. I could have had you 5. There's buses all over out here. Seriously. Get in your damn car. I don't care what it is. Ride a goddamn bike. Some people walk. Run. Don't walk. No. Don't run. Slow and smooth. Remember? So, but, so anyways, stay in the word wherever Father wants you. Remember, there's nothing that's happening in your life, Kinetic, that's not meant to be. It's all exactly the way their Father created all things. So just stay in his will and he'll probably just keep crushing you. Okay. That's the way it works. Remember, he does it to me. Remember, I don't even know if my son and daughter are alive. So I have to do something with this land. I can't keep paying this land payment on it. I have land payments coming up, and I got chicken feed and, other things. I've got too many projects myself doing to keep paying this land. And I want to, because it's the nicest piece of land I own. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't own it, but it is what it is. I paid on it for 7 or 8 years now. So I can put people on it. And I'm sure some people would help me out. I'll still pay the land payment and help people just come out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking, never asked for any money from anybody. It's not what it's ever been. People want to tie the ministry, that's one thing. But I try to help people out. You know, people normally take from me. You know, their service to others and their service to self. And remember, if you've been here long enough, so don't worry, stay on track. Father has you exactly where he wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? That's I can't do. I get knocked back 15 steps. I take one forward. I feel like, heck, at least I can go backwards again. I'm going somewhere. So let's get up off our asses here for a minute. I'm blown up too on my, oh my goodness. I'm getting a ton of responses, guys, off of Facebook. So I'm going to get up and go back outside. I've got more work to do. I had to come in here and get some, actually, hold on. I got to take some medicinals here. Let's say there's some, going to have us a science experiment. Hold on. Where's your girds? So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be successful. Father's just waiting on on his timing and not my timing. So, you know, I don't care if it's winter. I'm not making, no, he's doing his thing. Kevin's kind of doing his thing. I don't really get much help like that from Kevin. And it's okay. I just talked to Kevin yesterday. Okay, Linda, I talked to Kevin and I'm fine with that because he can do his thing. I want him to do his thing. He needs to decompress. Do you understand? This man has been attacked for a long time. Okay. And he needs time to purify himself. And that's what is beautiful about here. You know, I thought he was walking over there. No, he's just walking around out there. He's probably looking for arrowheads and doing things. He doesn't just sit around. He's building. He's got his own Kevin. He's doing his own thing. But I talked to him yesterday. So I don't think Kevin's going to be going down south with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Because I talked to him. I said, Kevin, can I ask you a question? I said, you know, if this court date comes up on the 22nd and I can leave, I'm leaving, man. I got my passport. I'm gone. I just need to get my vehicle fixed. Probably cost me $1,000. I'm going to be able to leave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to get that vehicle fixed no matter what. So, I say, Kevin, you don't want to leave, do you? You know what I'm saying? You're not ready to go, are you? You want to stay here? And he said, yeah. I said, all right, man. I felt like you did. You know, you need more time before you call. I'll get everything set up down there, brother. Don't worry about it. I'll get it all set up down there. And, you know, and it's good because he'll be here and he could look over the ministry. But I'm going to bring more people before I leave here. I'm going to have probably 1 or 2 more bodies come here. It's going to happen. I know it is. People are, brother, sister, I can't believe they're just throwing people in the streets for being poor now. Or, you know, not in the streets. They're taking them off the streets for being poor. It's ain't about being illegal. Every day my heart hurts so much having all this abundance and bounty and nobody shares it with me. Imagine having 45 acres of land for that's why I sold Kevin 20 acres because I don't need all this land. I never bought the land for me. I bought this property to build out a under geothermal ground living lifestyle so you can learn how to be up on the surface during the day. And when it's hot, you want to go take a break, you go down there and you don't have to pay for a power bill for heating or cooling your house. That takes a big chunk out of your bill. When you don't have a heating or cooling bill, that's massive. You would need to buy firewood. I'm such an idiot, but that's okay. I just too many things. I'm super hyper focused on the ministry and not, you know, and too many other people. It's the same problem that I've always had my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Is I'm focused on servicing others. And I'm still facing charges right now because I'm helping my son and he could be dead and I could still go to jail. Imagine that. I tried to help them. They SWAT raid the house. They both end up getting whacked by the cops and I still go to jail. Oh, don't think that couldn't happen. Remember, I have all the evidence. Father will do whatever he wants in my life. That's why I don't make plans. He wrecks them. I just do what he tells me to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to steer the ship. He's the captain, you know. I wreck it like the Titanic. I've tried. I'll smash that thing in that iceberg and I'll sink the ship. Remember? So all glory to Father. It's you. He sinks your ship too, huh? Don't ask me to sink your ship. Can I look at all this thing you've been struggling with? You know what I'm saying? Look at you. You don't bury shipping containers. You kid. You don't. You don't bury shipping containers. Please look into that. You do what I did. You bury culverts, steel culverts, like Atlas Shelter Company. Remember, I have a 50-foot storm, $250,000 to $500,000 storm shelter here on the property. How does one man dig a storm shelter with no income? Remember, I had no income. By the sweat of my brow, trading. Remember, 15 months ago, I had 40 pounds of silver stolen from me. All my gold, my passport. Remember, I had $11,000 worth of plus of gold, and I didn't buy any of that gold. That's from trading. You know, I might have spent a little bit of money, bought a motorcycle, fixed that up, traded up. I'm a trader. I'm a horse trader. So, remember, the drug dealers was the government. Remember Afghanistan, Hillary Clinton, you know, Donald Trump. So, but anyways, I'm blessed to be able to grow my own cannabis here, be self-sufficient, and glad that I was able to stand up, because this is what Christ did. He stood up to the law. So people who don't stand up to the law are not Christ-like. They're Satanists. If you don't have current charges, and they probably aren't trying to throw you in jail, and for standing up to America, you're a Satanist. So get out of here. He said, don't sup with Satanists, you know, snakes, vipers. Remember, he said, you knew I was a snake before you let me in, so you're not allowed in here. You got to go. Thanks for your time. Don't let the door hit you. Your master, he says you can't serve two. That's the word Lord. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I'm not wanting people in here that aren't getting ready. The government's kidnapping people off the streets, not even foreigners, literally destroying the middle class again. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy? These people, nobody wants to do anything about it. They're just like, well, I do. So maybe somebody will, like I said, I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I did, or in the homesteading thing. I found this, join this thing, and I'm getting my email's getting blowed up right now, or my messenger. I couldn't get anybody for 10 years out here, so I don't think I'm gonna have any problems. I think that's stupid that it's going to come from that platform, but I don't care where they come from, as long as that I can get people out here that want to, you know, don't do the system. You can get all your time back and all your time and money. Would you rather have time or money? You know, so I'd rather have time than money. So Kevin must be walking back over here. Doggy. I think Kevin must be hoping he's come back over there. What are you doing, Baggy? Oh, they're delivering. He got his wood delivered. Kevin got wood delivered. Kevin got wood delivered. I got no wood, but that's okay. That's why I can't stay here this summer or this winter, guys, unless I get my ass in gear. I can't be playing silly little reindeer games. I worked so hard on everybody else that I don't even have firewood for myself. I've been so focused on everybody else. I was sitting there thinking about this morning when I was, or AM, when I was laying there in bed going, man, I'm going to be so cold this winter. It's so hard to get out of a cold, you know, bed and to get up and get started when everything's frozen, you know, not but cold, you know what I'm saying? So I got to focus. I'll get firewood, but man, I just want to go down to Ecuador, you know, and spend the time down there and come back here in the spring. So, I got to get my butt in gear. Thank you, Father, for some good meds. All right, on your feet, soldier. Oh. It's going to get a little blurry because I got to get up and get over there and get that roof finished. So. It's like I got a pretty good fire going over there. Look at that, guys. Some kind of fire over there in that direction over there. We'll go over there and look. You guys stay in the yard, poor Dad. Stay in the yard. Hey, be quiet. Do not, I'm live streaming. That hurts my ear. Your bark hurts Dad's ear. Serious. Got a got a motorcycle for sale. 100 pets. Cut it out. Honda Valkyrie for sale. I'll take, if you came today, I'd take $1,800. Pets. Boom, stop. I take $1,800 cash for this bike right here. $1,800. Sorry, because I haven't been able to drive. Too busy doing other things. I'd love to ride it. It's probably the funnest bike I've ever ridden. You can go right past a Harley Davidson on this bike, and you don't have to turn wrenches. It's shaft driven. Probably need a polish. But now I had a cover over it. I took it off this summer and wanted to ride it, but I never be able to ride it. Yeah, it's got a clean title. These are probably one of the, look up the reviews on these bikes. They're excellent, brothers and sisters. But, you know, like I said, it's a beautiful bike. It's got soft, you know, bags on it. It's got apes on it. Beautiful. It just right. You do their own views. Anyways, maybe bring me $1,800 cash. I'll give it to you. I think I have it listed for $4,200. I need to get this vehicle fixed. That's probably what it's going to cost me to get the tires in the front end on this vehicle. I need the CB axles fixed. Like I could probably, if I had Kinetic in here, I could just give him that bike. He could probably do that job in 3 hours and cost him $300, and I'd buy the tires and he could walk away with that bike. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't have the time, guys. I just don't. I'm doing too many things out here. So I gotta, you know, it's still beautiful. It's a beautiful day out here. But it's not going to stay beautiful forever. The winter's already here. So there's the UFO over there. Crash landed over there at the 5-acre parcel. So we're going to go over here to the Dragon. I got to get this roof on this place. I've been doing the lid on it. Kind of the over the head work, which is pretty tough. Yeah, see, people can make money out here. So much money to be made out here. You just make money off me. Not like that, but I'm a horse trader. So let's go in the Dragon here, and you guys be quiet. I'm working on the tin here, trying to get all this tin roof on this building. So I got this lid up here, which killed me. I had to take a couple days off because it really wrecked my back. Those are super heavy. You can see those are really big boards, you know, and there's something I should really have 2 people doing, but I've done everything out here by myself. So I don't make excuses. I just do it. Excuses are like assholes, and everybody's got one. So none of us are special when it comes to excuses. But anyways, I got getting the lid up there. See this? Doing this lid. So I was working on this yesterday. So I'm going to come try to finish this today. I did ask Kevin. I gotta take this down from there. Put that down. I needed that. Here. But anyways, this is what I'm working on today. I got to finish this lid, and then I'll try to get back working on finishing all this. I have to pull this back out and put a fire block. I have a box, a fire block, you know, and put it to keep the fires. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's gonna work either way, but I'm just taking the extra precaution. So anyways, here we are out here in the high desert, trying to get this done. I need to get people out here. So talk to these people in the chat for me, moderators, and see if anybody's interested in homesteading. We're getting there. Getting there. Almost done. All right, I gotta get to work. This ain't gonna do it itself. What do we got? 21 and a half. Nice and taut. I'm hoping to rent this. I already talked to Kevin about this yesterday because I want to have the right people in this building. And I think I want to rent this building out to like an older couple, maybe with a smaller dog or something like that. You know, couple's got some money. They'll probably want to park their motorhome out here or something and have some room. Somebody in their 60s or 70s or something that's still kind of active. This would be a great spot for him. Great spot for him. Where's that piece? Where's that piece? Oh, that's that piece there, huh? No, where'd that other piece go? Where's yours, boys? I think we'll go with that one. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna go this way. Right? That'll work. I can never imagine living in a spec home in some cookie cutter house like that. That's not me. You got to build your own house, man. I mean, come on. You want to live in plywood walls? Just look at this wall right here. Look at this beautiful wall right here. Look at this beautiful wall. That's what you want your walls to look like, right? You want just plywood or whatever? Man, how boring. How boring do you want to be? Why wouldn't you just build it yourself? All right, I don't know what people are thinking. Just live in your drywall in your little cookie cutter box there. Little ticky tacky. What was that on? That was on the little houses, little boxes on the hillside. Ticky tacky. Oh, there's another stoner in there. You better be careful. I was chooching on that. I made a little stovepipe action earlier. Bye-bye. Have you become a victim of stonidity? Are you a stone soldier? No. Are you standing there? Are you a statue? All right, let's get this thing done. Said lazy stoner my ass. Call this a lazy stoner? What the hell? Come on. You got couch lock. You must be smoking some of them space rocks, some of that genetically modified pots. Grow your own medicinals, brothers, sisters. Grow your own medicinals. Grow your own medicinals. Don't get that stuff from that. Remember that glycol's got embalming fluid, remember? Like your Budweiser. Are you one of them naturalist hippies, man? Yeah, man. I'm a high-tech redneck. He's a farmer. Deep down in the earth, let me put me ganja. Babylon come. This is a ganja. You want to call it that, call it sensimilia. You don't want to call it that, call it that, you wanna. Oh. Where'd my square go? Oh, that sounds like it. Hey, now that sounds like a stoner thing. Where'd my square go? It's right here, man. I'm an organized. I'm organized. I'm an organized. Come homestead. I'm living the American dream. Are you living the American dream? Nope. You got to go to the dispensary. You're dependent. You're supply chain dependent. Remember? You're smoking embalming fluid with your old electric dragon dick. Are you? There you go. Good stuff, man. Yeah, get off YouTube. That's good. You want the whole world to not be so bad? Just go out into the wild and then. Remember? Are you a naturalist? Yeah. The whole world just goes away. The world's a beautiful place when you have the internet off and you're just in nature or everywhere you live. This world's such a beautiful place, and then you go into the city and you turn on the internet and it's hell. Go out. Do something today. Where's my snips? Oh, right there where I put them. We're growing one board at a time out here. One ministry at a time. Are you growing any chicken eggs? Are you growing chicken eggs? Anybody growing chicken eggs? Anybody want any chickens? Anybody want put chicken eggs in the chat? Put a chicken or an egg to spark the old Al Gore rhythm. Help spark the Al Gore rhythm by putting a chicken or an egg in the chat. See if we can spark the old Al Gore rhythm. Are you on the Al Gore rhythm? Rhythm is a dancer. It's your hookup. You can feel it in the air. Remember that song, Rhythm is a Dancer? Are you on the Al Gore Rhythm is a Dancer? Oh. Oh, I love my Berkey water. Thank you, Father, for the Berkey. The Berkey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds like some that sounds like the Kool-Aid guy. That was the Kool-Aid guy said that before Randy. The Macho Man. Randy the Macho Man says, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right there. I love it when you do me right there. We're busting around here. Get her done. Get her done. I'm trying to create more of a residual income by creating moonshine cabins. Oh, not drinking the moonshine. We're higher than a hippie in a helicopter. Oh wait, we're higher than a. What about that drone that blew up that boat? Was that from a drone? What blew up that? What blew up those migrants in that boat that were out in the ocean? Donald Trump blew up. Drug runners, migrants, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Or was that even real? Or was that just some AI video game? Was that an AI video game we were watching? You can't tell the difference anymore between these computer-generated computers. You know, AI is computer, not alive. AI is Antichrist idiot. How about that? That's the first AI. You learn what that is before you think you know what AI is. Underlay, mama, AI, uh-oh. Underlay, mama, AI, uh-oh. Oh, that was some Nelly. Oh, Nelly. So we're doing a video log of the build out of the ministry here at Silver Rock Ranch of the homestead. We're here in the Rusty Dragon. We're earlier over. It looks like our streams. We get that chat's banned again. Chat's banned. They banned the chat. He said the wrong word. They sparked the algorithm. Al Gore. About alcoholic. Blame it on the Oh. Good. All right, let's get this shit on the algorithm. What's popping me now? Underlay, mama, uh-oh. What do I do first? Okay. Right that down, right there. All right, stand there. Maybe I build with my feet, right? We build it. We build it. You build it. You bought it. Anybody won? Anybody got a one? I got a one now, two. I got 2.5, that's 2.5, 2 to 75, 75, I got $3 bill. Anybody won? Y'all in? Y'all done? Dollar bill, y'all. $3. I got 4, and I got 5, 5.5 now, 7.5, 7.5 now, 10. Anybody 10, 10.5 now, 12. Whoa. Got 13 in the back, 13. Lucky number 13. No, there's no such thing as luck. No such thing as free will. I got 13, I got 13.5 now, 75, 13, 75 now, 75, I got 14 now, 15, 15, 15 in the back. You bought it. You bought it, 15. So, Sold you sold. The devil went down to Georgia Hills looking for a soul to steal. We don't have houses built, we build them ourselves. Are you Bob the builder? Bob. You know who Bob is? Bob the artist Bob. We're going to go through two of them now. It's getting loud in here. How's it banging? How are you banging? You build your own spot? I'm up in the loft. This is a lofted studio. We're in the lofted studio. Studio. Oh. Like that. Just like that. Get her done. I'm building the American dream one nail at a time. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, apologize for my, I sicked. Yeah, where's my square? Square gets a mind of its own. Now that darn square, it'll run off. It's like a 10 millimeter socket. Anybody disagree? A framing square, not but that old framing square is like a 10 millimeter socket. It likes to have a mind of its own. So, all right, I think I got to refresh my chat here. What do we got going here? Hold on. What happened here? Hold on, give me a pause here. It's the live stream going to pause for just 1 minute here. Hold on, it'll come back on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to refresh this I don't know what's going on with this. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We're still good. We'll keep going. Thank you, Father. Thank you. So, want to go back to the beginning of this live stream here and go check out the message on who Shiloh is. If you don't know who Shiloh is, you're probably in trouble. You don't know who Shiloh is. The scepter shall not depart from Judah. What's Judah? What's that all about? Jew. Duh. The Leo. Like I said, most people don't know. They just don't know. I don't know who Shiloh is. Shiloh is that inheritance that you receive, that crown. Shiloh, the king. Melchizedek. Judah, the lion, from the tribe of Judah. Remember, he was from the house of David. Can't see. Oh, there's that star marker right there. All right, man. Good stuff. You know, I put a post on that Facebook marketplace. They have, what is they? Communities you can join. And I joined one of those homesteaded communities. And I put on there that, you know, as a spiritual person. And I put that right on the table, that I'm not religious and that I'm spiritual. I don't do organized religion. And that the Most High doesn't dwell in temples or houses made by hands. It was his word. And so a little bit of that wishy-washy, couple Christian nonsense, but got a lot of good response already. A lot of these responses are, I actually a couple of people who direct message me, so I'll check those maybe later. But yeah, I'm reaching out to try to find people who are trying to homestead. I'm a builder, obviously. Christ was a Jewish carpenter, so I'm a wandering Jew out here in the desert. Imagine that tabernacle. Temporary, this all blow away. It just takes one, 200-mile-an-hour wind day for just 2 weeks straight. Put one in the chat if you think that's a possibility. Put one of those, wind signs. Do you think the wind can blow for 2 weeks straight, 200 miles an hour? What do you think the side of your building will look like after things were hitting it at 200 miles an hour? You think your building you live in now would survive 200-mile-an-hour winds for 2 weeks straight with things hitting the side of it at 200 miles an hour? Maybe if there was nothing hitting it, but when the winds are blowing 200 miles an hour, there's going to be stuff hitting the side of your building, right? You've forgotten about that, huh? What about 300 miles an hour for 3 weeks? Is that a possibility ever? So, hailstones, you got a hail plan, not like going to hell, but, how about that Honga Tonga eruption? So, there are things that can be done, man. So some of these things like what you see here is ways to check out of the system. And, the government hates when you grow tomatoes and you put a herb garden on your windowsill, or maybe just even 1 5-gallon bucket of potatoes, put you on that, you're bad. You sell organic milk. Shame on you, you bad hippie, high-tech redneck. All right, we got to get our manners board. I can't sit here and chit-chat all day. All right, so let's take our next measurement. Up the line. Up the wall. Out the wall. Over the wall. Oh, that's mount training. My bad. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, stay on there. Stick it to the man. Get your own fireplace. When you got a way to heat your house without being hooked up to electric, I have electric, but I make that electric. Actually, Father made that electric. He made the sun. And the sun is how, I have many ways to power and heat and light and cool. And why do you just be all stuck to the grid? Because you're on a stupid meter. I mean a smart meter. Apologize for my outburst. So we got to go 50 inches, 50 inches. Man, I'm at more metal. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. You have any extra supplies to build a house for somebody else they can come live in? How many houses could you provide? How many people could you provide housing for right now? How many people do you think you could house right now? If you had to shut your doors,
We had an EMP, electromagnetic pulse. The sun shot out a solar flare at Carrington event, which is 166 years ago that happened. And you had to shut your doors. How many people can you house on your property? How many acres do you have? Do you measure your wealth in dollars and cents, or ounces and acres and pounds, or maybe in chicken eggs and eggs? Do you measure wealth in eggs? Farm fresh eggs, chicken nuggets, butt nuggets, golden nuggets. They laid the golden egg. I live in a world full of idiots. 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 Hooked up to a smart meter. They don't know. That's what the word idiot means. You don't know. You've never been told. Or you never heard. You're an ignoramus. You're an ignoramus. You're an idiotos. It's okay. I won't hold you against him. Oh, get him up against the wall. Oh, man. Thank you, Father, for the blessing. Blessing. Oh, an abundance of beautiful steel. Look at all that rusty on that steel. Oh, that's going to look so pretty up there. That there wall. Look at this. I'm getting comments like coming out my, you know what? Coming out my what? Coming out my moonshine cabin. This is the Rusty Dragon. It's not mine, but it's the ministry's cabin. It's not you. It's not you. It's CO2. No, it's not CO2. It's the sun. Which one? The SUN or the SON? That's right there. I see 19 and a half. Is that what you see on there on your side? You know what the back of the house rule is? Oh, it looks good from the back of the house. You ever built anything? You ever built anything in your life? Oh, I built a slave enslavement of debt around myself. I'm a debt slave. I built some debt. Oh, well, then you're a good citizen. Remember, that's what I said. They said, more debt you have, the better citizen you are. Banksters. The loan sharks there, huh? You just call them loan sharks. You know, you give a man a gun and he'll rob a bank, and you give a man a bank and he'll hold up the whole world. He'll rob the world, right? How about you just become your own central bank? You know, does anybody know how to become their own central bank? How do you become your own central bank? Tell me in the chat, how do you become your own central bank? Remember, the central banks are as, well, the Federal Reserve. Those are the central banks. They're as Federal Express, but how do you become your own bank? Your own central bank. Put it in the chat if you know. How do you become your own central bank? Well, how would you do that? All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Are you your own power company? You become your own power company. How do you become your own power company? How do you do that? Gold and silver. Oh, yes. Duck knocks it. Bam, out of the park. He was just sitting there like a duck in a pond, just waiting to get shot. He must be one of them duck hunt games. Somebody's controlling the duck there. He got out of the pond. He's not staying in the system anymore, huh? I don't trust the system. I'm going to become my own central bank with gold and silver. Hey, beans and rice is a good way to become your own, supply chain, right? Cut out the supply chain, become your own supply chain. Grow your own food. Now you're not eating 30-day-old eggs that are washed and they don't taste the same, man. Come out here. Come out here. I'll give you 1 free dozen of farm fresh eggs to bring your eggs. Platinum is, it was never been a monetary metal, but it has its own purpose. Palladium and platinum, absolutely, they do. Hey, they clipped the copper penny. And that triple ball transgender comets admitting nickel. Here we go. Some more 1945 rituals right in front of your face. Remember copper and nickel? They clipped the copper and nickel, put steel. Stole your. $1 trillion every 100 days. That means every time you reach in your pocket for your petrodollar, yep, you got to reach down there. Oh, $1 trillion. Well, that's if you came back here every day. One, give you $1 million. I give you a dozen eggs. Come out here and bring your other eggs, and you can compare them and try these fresh golden butt nuggets that I got coming off the back of the ass of a chicken. Okay, so $1 trillion. If you come here every day, I'll give you $1 million. You have to come back here every 360,000 years. And that's just 1 trillion. Remember, 30, we're almost at 38. They're printing 1 trillion every 100 days. Well, 1.5, because remember, you ever remember when a country's GDP exceeds its, military budget? Remember ours, $1 trillion? That's more than all the other countries combined. Holy crap, yeah. Remember, then it was 1.5. They had to raise the budget on the debt ceiling. Raise the debt ceiling. They do this every year, huh? Yes, Christ, the rider on the white horse. Remember, there's 2 riders of Revelation. Remember, 2 white horses, one in a white house. I mean, with a bow and a toxin, the one who brings the cure and the disease in warp speed. No, in Babylon, remember? Apollyon, the one Trump has his house decorated with. The sun god Satan. Remember, there's 2 riders. Shiloh, we just talked about that on the beginning of the stream. That is Shiloh, the rider on the white horse. The scepter, the one with the scepter. The white horse of Revelation. That is Shiloh. This is the second sign that the Magi saw. That's how they, remember, they didn't fall asleep. Don't go to sleep. That's a broadcast. The enemy came, sowed seeds while you're sleeping. So remember, I walk in the shadow of the valley of death, but I don't go to sleep. Remember, you're supposed to die to self daily, be warned from above, not again. Again is once. That's that one day, Sunday fun day, Jesus. Remember, you got to endure the end, die, and then be resurrected to be saved. Yes, that's right. Does it all by the number. Remember, the Kali Yuga cycles. Sarah's pretty smart. You better watch out, you guys. She might not have worn a face diaper and acted like a child during the old masquerade. She might, there's 2 kinds of people in this rock, right? Service to self and service to others. Well, no, there's 2 kinds of people, right? They think the government's always going to be there to save them, FEMA, Hurricane Katrina, Helene. Oh my gosh, all the government's always going to be there to rescue them. And then there's people who use their head. Yes, he did. Yes, they did. And he said, if you were loved by the world, you'd be hated by my Father. Remember? They hated. The world hated him, right? Exactly. So if you're not, Sarah, I hope this world hates you. I hope this world hates you, Sarah. I hope this world hates you. All you, my brothers and sisters, I hope this world hates you. He said, be in it, but be not of it. Come out, my people. Do not partake. You'll know them by their fruit. One bad apple upsets the whole apple cart. Just a little leaven leavens the whole lump. Like cream, it always rises to the top. He is the equator. Remember, he pours out a just measure when he returns. Math. Father does it all by the stars. Remember, 40 days, 40 nights, it rained. So, remember, the return of the scepter shall not depart from Judah. We saw that in the Revelation 12 sign, did we not? Oh, the return. Second, he always declares first in the stars. First, he came in flesh. Remember, he said the second would be in the stars. You're out of order. You're out of order. That's called froward. You changed it. That means perverted. Write that down. Froward. That means to pervert. You're acting like the PDF file blind 11. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. You can't do 2 plus 2 equals 5 common core math in here. 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes doesn't math with me. So take your Mexican American, your Adderall cabinet out of here. Your box, whatever you're in. Try to put people like me when I was on Ritalin when I was a kid. Oh, what's wrong with him? He won't sit down. He won't shut up. He won't do what we tell him to do. Why don't he get good grades like his brothers? He looked just like his brothers. He passed his classes, but he won't listen. Nope. Don't want nothing to do with this world. This is a temporary state of mind. The flesh, the meat suit. Go live a little bit if you're afraid to die. You're supposed to be dying to self every day. Die daily, brothers and sisters. Die daily. Death to self. Self-will, pornea, idolatria, idolatry. He divorced his bride for the same thing. Same exact. Self-will, autonomous. You're driving your own stick, pulling your own hub, or your own chain, or whatever rod, whatever gets your blood pumping. Nimrod. Man, this metal has some rust on it, and I just love rust. It's so beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know. We're cutting this metal by hand. We don't use the electrics. We don't have to. We could, but we don't want to. We like doing it by hand. Remember, not hand autonomous. Father says, prepare that house. Prepare ye the way. Prepare ye the way. Remember, that is the Hados. That is the narrow way. That's not the broad way. And the big city lights. She got me running. Arizona Rush. Remember Rush, the band Rush? All right. What are you in such a rush for? They're punching you with a clock, huh? You've been hitting that time clock, haven't you? You've been hitting something else, I think. All right, I'm going to learn myself a lesson. I got to go pull this measurement. I should have wrote it down. Got to write it down, but it's 51. I know it's 51. I'm going to measure it twice, so I'll only cut it once. Oh, well. See, do it the hard way. Hard way. Measure twice and cut one time. Yep, so we got a little variable here, so I need to go over here and see why that's a tiny bit different. Why is that just sitting out there? Why is that off? Oh, okay, because that's not off. I just measured a little wider there. Okay, so. I'll lift it a little bit. Yeah. At this point, Sarah, Father really hit me hard this morning. He said, look, stop messing with people now that don't want this. And I already knew this. It's not that I don't. It's just because some of us are service to other beings and we just want to push as hard as we can because we know we'll only be here for a temporary, it's a country minute and a speck of time in your eternal life. So he is more important than the flesh, but don't help people who don't want to help themselves, brothers and sisters. They want this fruit. They're going to be hungry. You don't even have to try to convince anybody at this point. They want it. You see what I'm saying? This ain't try to convince somebody's right and on the fence, man. They should be already on one side or the other. Remember, I don't do that either. Remember, I'm not in that. I don't do the left or right paradigm. I'm not caught up in this. I got to be a donkey or an elephant. I stock up on the lamb. You know what I'm saying? He tells me what to do. He says, put up extra oil. You know what I'm saying? Come out of her. So this is one way to fix yourself from being in this system. Because if you go as a corporation and you judge, when he said he stood up to the corporation, that was the halakha or the haggadah. I encourage you to look at the Old Testament when it was converted, translated over to the Aramaic, and it lost all that, original, they changed it into an oral law, like Moses was given the law and it was pounded out on the tablet, rock, stone tablets and scrolls. It was a law and they had made their own law. It was called halakha. And that's what we have today is the corporation, the beast. So if you don't stand up to America, which is the money changers, then you're going to hell. You're already in hell. I rebuke you. Get off this platform. I don't want to see you here. Fuck you. Time. I don't have time to deal with people anymore that don't want to do anything, that just stand around and do nothing. That's what the word says. The only thing it takes for evil to flourish is for good men, good women, men, women. We're all under the same covenant here under this testament. Equally yoked, no woman is higher than a man. Now, no, that used to be because women used to stay home and take care of the kids. Father had put a huge responsibility on the woman to be subservient to the teachings, not get me a beer, bitch. That's not what that meant. It meant when the man taught you the gospel, back then it wasn't the gospel, it was the agape. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Ahab married Jezebel. She taught this to the children, and remember, he split the kingdom for that. That's this whole sons of God coming to the women of men and fallen angels and aliens and all this other bullshit. Fairy tales. Demons, Arab demons. I don't care what you call them. Here, rub on my balls, or no way. You can rub on this lamp. I'll tell you what. And get these 2 wishes, huh? 2 lips up and 2 lips down. How about that? You want to get paid? I got a job planting tulips. You interested? Hit me up in the DM. No, don't call me. Don't talk to me. This ain't no physical ritual with your oral ritual. Get out of here, Two-Face. Can't serve 2 masters. Homie, don't play that. I'm not under no physical law, remember? Stop trying to rip Christ down from the tree. Speaking of trees. So, that's how I am. Oh, you're not very Christ-like. Oh, yes, I am. I am Christ-like because I stand up to this perversion. You know what I'm saying? I stand up to this perversion. That's why I'm Christ-like. You don't stand up to the perverted law, then you're a pervert. You are. You stand. Remember, the PDF file president is a PDF file, and nothing has changed. He's still blowing people up in the water. Boats and hose, baby, brothers, sisters, boats and hose. Remember, if you want to know where Satan Santa's at, ask, the hose. Ask Santa. He knows where all the hose are at. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here. Look at this day out here in the desert, guys. It's gorgeous. It's got a nice little breeze. Kevin got him some firewood today. I'm all happy he's got firewood. We're in here just living the American dream, doing what we're supposed to be doing, pointing out the obvious, the stuff that nobody wants to look at. Christ, he did that. He went out and pointed out the perverted law, didn't he? And they killed him for it. So if they don't want to kill you, please unsubscribe to my ministry here, because my ministry is this body, and I expect myself to do the same thing that everybody's in this ministry supposed to be under the same covenant. Remember, equally yoked. So no, if you are not standing up right now to the corporation, I'm serious, the corporation. We're going to eventually have to get to do this ceiling. I'm going to ask Kevin to help me. I already did, but he got firewood today. So we're cutting the lid right now, putting this. You probably saw before, I'm doing this lid like I said I would. I'm going to do this in this tin back here, and then the rest of the house here will have those killed my back. Look how big those things are. Those are some chunks. Those things are over 100 pounds. You try pushing those up on the ceiling and nailing them with holding. You got to push it up onto the ceiling and hold that thing and push and then nail it. Oof. Anyways, we'll look back over this way for a minute. We added the doorway. Let's go here. We added this doorway yesterday, or a couple of days ago. Added the tin up here. This is all a live edge shelf here. This big header, and we didn't have anything. Remember when we were walking out, this was all kind of just boards stacked up. But that's permanent now. That's home. We're getting her done. We're building the American dream one nail at a time. Remember, building this ministry. This ain't mine. Remember, this is ours. None of you guys taking me up on it, but guess what? I've got a bunch of people from Facebook, and I'm getting blown up. Yeah, see, this is a live edge. Pretty cool. Oh, here, let's go this way. See, it's live edge. It's that called live. They call that live edge or whatever. There's a little hole in that board there. Look, you see the ceiling there. I didn't want to do it. I thought it'd be too much, but it's okay. It's not. It's growing on me now. At first, I thought it'd be a little overboard, but it's okay. I think it looks good. From back here, you really don't. It just kind of goes into it. Remember when I was showing you back this way? It blends in. I'm going to put another piece of trim underneath it to take this seam out of here where there's a little variance. Put another little piece along here, another gingerbread there. So, but it's all repurposed material, brothers, sisters. Whoa. Yeah, you want drywall, or you want your walls to look like this? When you're out here, your walls look like that. Look at how thick this wood is here. Hey, some like it thick. I'm not trying to go there, but I'm just saying. I like stuff to last, a little more, you get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm using only real rough saw. This is rough. You want drywall? You want drywall walls with drywall with paint on them, or you want something with some rust on it? I want my walls to be rusty. Here's the rusty dragon, remember? There's the rusty dragon. So thanks for coming in, guys. Seriously, we're narrowing this ministry down to, we don't want to talk to anybody who's not talking about fruit. Any bad apple, I want you to get it out of here. I might just start handing out the wrench to everybody that's in the ministry. I've been thinking about it. So this is the rusty dragon. This is where it gets its name, the dragon, from this metalwork art that I do out here. I do all kinds of little things like this, but another one of these little pieces of art that I'm not fully done with that either. It's halfway done, like some of the things. It's all a project in work in progress. Look at those beautiful blue skies out here. Man, got room to roam. Come out here and join me out here at High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. Now it's time, guys. Please get out of the cities. If you have any chance to get out of America, please leave. Please look into get into your passport. You can live on a lot less money in a lot of other countries. Keep your place. But I'm telling you, you can take your American money, your Canadian money, some of your European money, and move to other countries. Get some of the Asians, get to South America, go to some other countries. Ecuador, I can live for $500 a month. Okay. So please, I'm going to take the money from this, guys, and I'm going to rent this building out. I'm going to put solar in here. I'm going to put solar panels up in here, guys. Okay. I'm going to put solar panels up in here. You know, there'll be a power source. There'll be lighting in here. I'll have a light source in here. I have a composting toilet, so they're going to have to take care of this. But I have a composting toilet, so it's waterless toilet. I'll build a bathroom right here in this area where I'm at here. This is underneath. I'm going to put a lid on here, but again, it has its own heat source. You know, it's our own fireplace. I've kind of gone off and done a lot of extra little bit of work here. Okay. And this will all be finished. This ceiling will all be finished all the way across. I'm getting close, guys. I'm getting close. It's kind of been a lot of, you know, work off and on here. And because I do so many other projects, sometimes I have to take a break and do other things. And like when I did this, I had to take a break for 2 days. It just beat me to, you know, down to where I could have got up there, but I'd hurt myself. I didn't hurt myself. I'm still going, right? So lofted, you know, I need somebody who can get up in that ladder, though. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be somebody, or they could set up, you know, a bed in here. That's not like, you know, they couldn't still, but it's going to have a loft. Maybe they'd use that for storage or something. But it's the option. It's built as a lofted bedroom just to give you all this extra, you know, space. So what would you rent this out for? What would you rent this building, guys? This is all. Now I bought this original shed, and I bought it during the COVID, but I restripped it all down and rebuilt the whole thing. I'm even into these whole roof. This whole roof wasn't even nailed in. I put this whole beam. This is a, you know, 20-foot, 400-pound beam where I busted my hip from dropping it. I was holding to this end, and I tried to, because the fit was so tight, I had to come past it to get it up and in. You know, it was so close. I couldn't just lift it up and put it in. You have to pull it out and bring it back in. I did that, and I dropped it down in that corner, this big long, this beam right here. That weighs about 400 pounds. And I put this up here without a pulley system. Just muscled it up there. So see how it's sitting on top of that beam there? I had it on that beam sitting over there. And I pulled it out this way to get it back up, you know, and it fell off. I was standing on that ladder. But anyways, self-sufficient, full wood stove. You know, this is a blower motor. I have the same one in the Rusty Cowboy. I use this one now for 5 years, the same system. This one's nice. It's got glass. It's a really nice system. I'm going to put the heat box stove in there so no fire. I won't have any issues with this. I know this stove. They work good. It's got a baffle. It's the double burner, all that. It's really good. You know, if you drop something out here, it's not going to, this wood is so thick. This wood's like this thick. This is an old workbench
where it was split in half. I took the middle that was split out of the middle of it and put these blocks in between the workbench instead of having that wood piece that had busted off there. But there, look, there's the end of the. It was a workbench. I repurposed all kinds of different, put pieces of metal into the floor. Just all these little added touches. So, anyways, what do you think I could get for this a month? What would you pay to come live here a month? I know I could rent it out hip camp, and I could get $125 a night, $150 a night hip camping. I already do hip camp. People come to pay to park out here in this largest dark sky sanctuary in the world. 2.5 million acres set apart from light pollution, protected. They're not letting anybody else come out here. Well, they are, but it's limiting it. So probably want to get your spot out here in the best place in the world to see the sunrises that melt your heart, melt your mind, and melt your eyes, as well as the sunsets. Sometimes the sunrises are just as incredible. This morning, sunset was almost got up and started the live stream. I was like, I can't start too early. I already started at 3 o'clock this morning, went back to bed and for a minute, about an hour, and got back up. How much would you rent this out for the month? You think I get $600 a month? There's nowhere to rent out here, brothers and sisters. The minute I rent this, will be rented the same day locally. I guarantee the same day I put this up in there in this town, it's so booming. It's this country town. There's nowhere. Go look up Christmas Valley, Oregon, and Silver Lake right now, and find me a rental and put me a link to a rental, please. Find me a Silver Lake rental. No, I don't have one. I have ham radios, and I have this. So I have some nice, really, not the Bofang. I have some Yaesu, some, top of the line. I've been looking to try to do a satellite because I want to go on the road as a minister or pastor. I want to travel. I would like to have the idea of having something like that just for kind of lesson. I mean, I don't like tech, but if I'm using it and turn it off and, cage it Faraday if I have to, but use it when I need to if I have to. I like to have the other options, So this is this is the largest dark sky sanctuary, guys. There's this place it's a paradise out here. What would you rent this for? How much would what I just showed you, if you came out here and you could live off the grid, maybe you had a motorhome, or a nice fifth wheel, and you had some bucks, or whatever. I don't want somebody, and I don't care. I'd rent it to less, but seriously, look up right now in Christmas Valley in Silver Lake, Oregon, and see if you can find me a rental. You're not? Go ahead. I want to know. So as soon as I put this up, it would be for rent. It'd be doing this community a favor, actually renting this out instead of trying to, you're renting out. I know 3 or 4 times a month for what I'm probably going to ask for it. And just 4 times a month, not even having to live here or worry about ruining it like that. I didn't have to worry about it, but I need to go to Ecuador and I want to actually do it, provide a service, something that's needed in this community. I contribute, I live here, anyone, what would you put up for what I just showed you? It's all done. There's composting toilet. I'm going to probably build an outdoor shower out here in the back. I don't think I'm going to do an indoor shower here, but it's going to be outdoor. It'll be an outdoor shower room, but it'll all be enclosed and, tiled and slate tile. And it'd be beautiful. It'd be a beautiful shower. It'll be all tile and it'll look like this. I'll use this same tile like this. Like the bathroom inside the. I'll probably have an on-demand hot water heater. Yeah, yep. So what would you pay for a place like this, guys? I got to get back to work here. Hold on. Nobody's going to answer me. I can't sit here and do this all day, but I need to get to Ecuador, man. That's where I was trying to go with this, is I could take this money, guys. I'll probably rent this out for $600 and it'd be rent the same day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that. I'm not looking for somebody like that. Why would you put the stupid laughing faces? What is the whole laughing thing? What? Just ask me, Neil, if I'm not taking you out here. Why the laughing faces? Just because they just couldn't live the lifestyle? I just don't understand. Maybe I have a different sense of humor, so I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Than most people, so I'm not gay. I mean, you all are. I got a weird, kind of a sick sense of humor, if you will. So, I mean, I laugh in here. If you've been here before, but
I'm just wondering, like, is it like they just don't have a chance? And this is like, not like laughing at them in a bad way. It's just like, oh my gosh, these people couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag. They have no, they have no skill set. You take them out of the city, they couldn't even eat for a day. They couldn't even eat their arm. They die and couldn't find any food. Okay, I got you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I just, we need to help each other. So what do you think, guys? What do you... Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's not hooked up fully to the power. And if they wanted to, they could hook this place up to the power. They could get power out here. If somebody wanted to come out here, some retired, because the power pole's right here. Have the company come in, have them, and do an inspection on this place. I'm sure they would pass this thing, guys. They'd look at this and go, holy shit, this thing is more than what, So I'm going to take that $600 money from this and live off this in Ecuador, guys. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've probably got a whole bunch more coming in if I do lawsuits and all that, but I just want to get out of here, get this rented, give somebody a beautiful home to live in, give them a 6 months lease or something like that. If they want, I'll do month to month with somebody, but do somebody a huge favor. Oh, I get my nose is dry out here in the desert. So, but that's what I'm hoping. So you can take this kind of money and $600, you can live just comfortably in Ecuador. Just fine. Have everything you need. Live great. Not worry about having extra money. $600 is enough to live in Ecuador a month. Just off this one building. Remember, I have another one over there. I'll clear that one out, and then I'm looking at maybe trying to get another one built before I go. If I can get more people to come out here, I'm going to offer homesteading now through this ministry. Like I said, on another property that I bought to, Elijah and Adriana were going to move there, but I don't know if they're alive or dead. So I have to let the system do what it's going to do. And before I can figure it out, whatever happened to them happened, I'll get another property, but I can't just sit there and let this stuff sit here, and I need to, that is a payment that I don't want to have. So that's $250 a month. So theirs takes my $600 down, right? Oh, $450, right? Oh wait, that's less, huh? Yeah. So 350, 4, 5, 6, see? And I could live on 350 in Ecuador. I could make it on 350. I'm sure I could. I know I could. I don't eat and I don't use what you guys use, but I know most people can't live on that and they don't think they can, but yes, you can. What people spend on, is ridiculous. So that's the idea here. Provide a beautiful home for somebody and then be able to help myself at the same time. That's the way help the ministry. So if I what I'd really love to do is I'd love to put somebody in here from the ministry. I really wish somebody from HD Fat here at High Desert Faith and Truth or Grace and Truth would rent this thing out and get out of their situation they're out and come out here and, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. That's what I'm saying. So listen, Neo, I just found something that today, and it's not that I didn't already find this, okay? And it's just like anything. You guys, it sucks to live alone, okay? It sucks to live alone, but it sucks with living with people too. Don't think that, living alone doesn't have its benefits. I can go pee anywhere on this property as I'm working and not worry about somebody looking over from another part of the property or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, if I got to go relieve myself, not, take a deuce in the bushes. I got bathrooms, I'm saying, but it just, you have some ability to have, but it's not easy to have a tribe because I know I'm a veteran. I know how to lead or follow both ways, but anyways, Neo, I have so signed up and I'm getting blown up in my comment sections on Facebook. And I put out spiritual too, that I'm spiritual. Okay. So I'm sure if you're not, I'm non-organized religion, but people are being very kind to me. I don't know about people are crude in here. Okay. But people have been and I don't care, Facebook, they're all, but so far, excellent. Neo, look up join one of these. I don't like Facebook. I only use it to do the marketplace. So, if you'll sign up to join these homestead, you'll sign some of them, go through them because some are just almost like a singles. You'll see there's some really good. Just make sure you go through the comment section. Some of them get pretty clean. There are more people like you and me, lots of people who are looking for people who need homesteaders, who want people if you're not, or even need help. There is a lot of people though. If you'll look through these, this is a great network. Not here, YouTube. I've tried forever. I can't get anybody on this, but just one day, I've already had insane results. You know what I'm saying? Look at whatever. I work by myself too, but just hear me out. This gives you time at the end of the day or something. You got an hour, you sit down just like you do business. If you're like that, you're always working. I hear you. Time is money. I already see your energy when you came in here. I'm an energy person. I try to always stay busy. Idle hands are the work of the devil. Once in motion, stays in the motion. Okay, I got you. But if you could budget the time, because might be worth what I was saying for me, because I tried it before. I got too much of this. Like a big dating site. I'm not looking for a date. I need hands. Somebody that knows how to read a tape measure, can know how to use a framing square. People who are self-reliant, people who don't need to be told. Neil's over there. If I knew you came here, Neil, I didn't even met you, I can already tell your vibe. I would need to tell you what to do. It's like Kevin. He's doing his thing. I don't tell Kevin. He's doing his. So he's even so busy, he even asked him to help me because it's fine. I got this as a two-man job. But, those are heavy, 100, 150 pounds piece, pushing those over my head. I didn't have a nail gun. I did it the hard way with a hammer and a nail. I just get her done. I'm not the government. Everything's a nail, and I'm the hammer, but you know what I'm saying? Cool. So, anyways, look it up. Okay. Just going to pass that resource to you. If I found something that's good, I don't like to just keep it to myself. I like to share it. So, check it out. See if you find some of those, but there's some really good results, and there are some that are just garbage. I signed up to one first. I didn't like it. I got up there. I got a whole bunch of hits about people wanting to come and have a date. And I don't want a date. I want people to work. If somebody can work and know how to read a tape measure and wants to find their way into my life, it's because Father chose it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, there's really a lot of these people are looking for hands. This is more like, hey, I'm looking for hands. I need help. I'm homesteading, man. Come on. We want to grow chickens and eggs and raise sheep and goats and ducks and have this, get away from the system. We're just homesteading and not a dating site. So there are some. So far, so good, man. I've been only on it for 3 hours and I've already gotten like 5 messages from people. I ain't gone through them, and so I'm sure this is a better one. Maybe I'll figure out a way to send you a link or something. But all right, I gotta get back to work. I'm not gonna I want to go to Ecuador, man. I'll go take this money here and go live like a king in another country. You got an extra $500, you can live like a king for $1,000 in Ecuador. Seriously, you could be on vacation the whole time. You can be on vacation for $500 the whole time and not work in Ecuador. You could live off of $500 and take a permanent vacation. Imagine that. That's insane. Yep, you can live like it's the 80s. You can get $2 carne asada plates. $2 carne asada plates. You got to pay $20 for that in most places in America. I met a young guy who just came from Mexico. I'm going down further into Ecuador. He said $17 he just paid for at, what was that place? It was that Mexican place. Something like, my wife could come to me. $17 he paid for his plate. And he said that would last him all week in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Yes. See, David, same thing, man. I don't know how many of us out there are still trying. Keep trying, David. I'm trying too, man. 10 years I've been here, almost 11. Nobody's come. Kevin, he bought the property next door. You know what I'm saying? 20 acres. He got 20 acres all by himself. He's building a stone cabin. He's just taking the cabin he bought me and just surrounding everything with rock floors, rock walls, rock everything. He's rocking the whole thing. Everything rock. Look at that beautiful rust. Rust is one of my favorite things. Oh yeah, this rusty gold. This is a rusty dragon. Look at this rusty dragon on the wall right here. So we're in the, this is a lofted studio. We're getting the lid up there. This is the lid I'm putting on back up here. Putting the ceiling up there. I'm gonna finish putting that up there and then we'll finish doing these wood slabs. 150 pound slabs up there on the wall. I'm in my 50s and I can worse most 20-year-olds under their, in the ground. So they're getting shape. They're young whippersnappers. But old men like me are working under the table. right, let's tape measure because we're gonna need to take another measurement up there. 2 frogs. This guy's a frog in a pot of boiling water. He jumped out. He's the only one staying in. Uh-oh. Got the old frog in the pot of boiling water here. Better careful. He kicked me out, man. I got out of the water, dude. You know, he said, dude, you just farted. Get out of here. I said, no, dude. He said, look, man, cool bubbles. I said, dude, I just farted. He's like, no, get out of here, dude. And kicked me out of the frog, kicked me out of the bottom of boiling water. He thought I farted in the water and started bubbling, but he didn't listen. So don't worry. Kermit the Frog here. We're here today, somewhere over the rainbow. All right, some of these people are a puppet on a string, brothers and sisters. I could get the princess, I'm telling you. Oh, wait, oh, yeah. Or the prince there. I think Frog wants you to kiss him. My bad, I'm taking in dogs. Oh, nice, good stuff. All right, I love my dogs. That's my dog. I'm a dog. I'm a shepherd. I lead the sheep. The sheeps. Oh, good stuff, man. This is a beautiful board. Let's go this way. This is how you live the American dream, right here. There ever was an American dream. Live the American dream without being asleep at the wheel. Just let them rob you all the time. Take away all your. Oh, I gotta be dependent on the grocery store. I got no extras. I'm gonna go hurt somebody when I don't have any. That's why I live in the country. Most people in the country have extras. Remember, they're not dependent on the supply chain. They either have gotten extras or they've made their own supply chain. So moderate anybody out of here that's not talking about worthy, it's not worthy of this ministry's time. Get them out of here. Get them up against the wall. Against the wall. There's one in the spotlight. It don't look right. No, I want to go this way. This is where I wish I just had just a third hand. They got their three booby Jesus. Oh, three gender Jesus. The free gender Jesus. The free gender Jesus. Yeah. We got her. Let's get her down. Nothing's ever easy when you have to do it by yourself. Cover that up. a little bit much, too much. Man, if I just had one more fucking hand, huh? All the time. Makes a difference. One of the difference one hand makes. Get her done! Get her done! Get her done. All right, YouTube, hold that for me real quick, all right? Can you hold that for me real quick? I just need one more. I just need you guys. Somebody hold that real quick. Be a whole lot of you. Just hold it real quick. Just one hand. Somebody one hand. All right, thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. Oh. Dos más. Started getting warm up there. Starting to get hot. Starting to get hot. That is hot. Good way to hot days left. What do we got going on there? What do we got going on there? No. Whew. Pretty hot. Getting pretty hot up there. You're getting up there. Now we got a little bow in it. That's all right. I'm not looking for perfection. The bottom's in straight. I don't know what I did. It's all right. It'll be fine. Once I get it up there all, it won't even notice I'm kind of a perfectionist. So that next one will take that one and smooth it out. I can make it up with that next piece, but I don't know why I did that. It's because it's repurposed metal. So we're getting there. That's fine.
Okay. So pull the next measurement. Should be 20. 22. Okay, come on, nails. 22. 1 at 22. This one might be long enough. Maybe. Yeah, no, I'm not doing nail guns. I have a nail gun. I have a nail gun. I just don't use it. I like to do things the hard way. I'll do everything the hard way. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I have a nail gun, but then I have to use gas to run a compressor, and I don't have any of that right now. Gotta do it the hard way, some things. That's all right. No worries. We'll get her done. I like living the old way. I like doing it the hard way. I appreciate it that way too. When you do. A lot more. When you carry your own water, you'll appreciate every drop you have. $19 5/8. 19.5 from here. And 19 5/8. I like it like that. We're using all repurposed material here. All repurposed material. Ow. That's how we do it in the desert. They got metal cutting shears, all that kind of stuff too, but we're just going to go ahead and use the hand snips. So.
hand share. I've done lots of different kinds of metalwork before, but if you ever do any HVAC, do metal ductwork, you get good at using the hand shears. Some of that stuff you gotta do up in the rafters or down inside a crawl space. Try to build that stuff up top, but not always. You've done a fine job though, huh? Hand cut. Woo! So crispy. So crispy. Getting pretty dirty up there. Yeah. Well, we're getting all kinds of emails, man. I'm going to have to get off here in a minute and go check my emails. Man, I'm getting blown up on this Facebook thing, on this Homestead channel thing, guys. That's pretty cool. Building the American dream here at High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries, one nail at a time. One nail at a time. All by myself. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Father, for the struggle. Thank you for the struggle. Oh. Oh my God. Life's coming easy, you're probably doing it wrong. Who are you to judge? I'm using the word. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh no. Oh no, no, could you stay up there? We got her. That's over far enough, is it? I don't think so. Let's get this one over here first. laying on a nail. Ah. Ow. I shoved my back right in that nail. That was stupid. Good job, buddy. Ah. All right, it's time to go make some lunch or something else there. I only had a taco. I need breakfast. So I'm going to go get something else to eat. What we got going on in here? Oh man, I laid on a nail on my back and I was hammering up, boy, that didn't feel good. Time to go make some burgers. Tacos for breakfast, burgers. All right, not perfect, but it's coming out. It'll be all right. Once it all gets up there, it'll look right. So another couple of sheets. All that other wood trim goes up. It'll look good. What I want it to do there. So we're getting that seafoam gray lid. Coming along. One, building the American dream, one nail at a time. One screw, one piece of metal, one board, but they're all repurposed. Oh, all right. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. I'm getting sweaty here up there. It's getting hot up with that lid. Go rinse my face off here and get some food. Living the American dream. How about you? I'm living the American dream while most people are sleeping at the wheel. I got room to breathe. Ah, I can yell for help, but nobody's gonna come. Hey neighbor, kiss my ass! Oh, he can't hear that. That's the American dream right there. Oh my goodness. We actually have some non-sprayed in clouds here today. Not too often you see clouds in the sky. They're not induced by aerosolic radiation management. They love you. The government's there to save you. Govern, control, mental, mind control. Got to hit them with the mind control. Too many fallacies. What's your reality? People be sleeping. People got sheep paralysis. Food pyramid ain't hitting on shit. That shit ain't shit. Toxic waste. Toxic waste. Your food for Wi-Fi. Hi, ladies. Hi, my birds. Hi, my speedy girls. I'm gonna go get some. Want to see how many eggs we got. How many eggs we think we got today? We got 8 birds in there. we go. I love them ladies. Hey, ladies. Let's see if we got how many times did we get laid today? Let's grab ourselves a little something to gather. You got it, ladies. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Where's your other sister? Is she hopping out, running around? She's such a culprit. Is she in there laying an egg? Yeah, she's in there. Oh, you already laid that egg, girl. I'm coming there and get that egg. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Hey, I'm going to step on you. You girls don't careful. You're not careful. I'm going to step on you. You girls are too sweet. Too sweet. You're just too sweet. You're just too sweet. You're just too sweet. All right. This is inside the... When we do rabbits, we raise rabbits in here. Had the other hutches along here. Then the rabbits poop down here. The chickens eat the poop. Then they process the poop into chicken poop. We get double poop. We got rabbit chicken poop. This is the... Hi, girl. What are you doing, sweetheart? Come here. Come here. What are you doing? You're a sweetheart. You sure are sweet. They like their water. This is the chicken nipples. This is the best way to water your birds. That way their water doesn't get all messy. So, let's see if we have any eggs over here. They don't been laying over here. So, hey, lady. Hey, can I get in there and get an egg? Can I get in there? Oh, how many we got in there today? Oh, we got another egg. People say, look at this bird. It's been laying these eggs every day. Eating too much eggs, got a ton of calcium. We got one with even more calcium yesterday. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 today. All right. This one, she lays kind of like a pink egg. It's brown, but it's kind of a pink color instead of the darker brown. You did it again, you crazy girl. We get this one, she lays, we got dinosaurs. I got a dinosaur in here. She lays dinosaur eggs. She laid the same one yesterday. These are dinosaurs, dragon eggs. We got a dragon. Hi, pretty girls. Hi, sweetheart. In here with Dad, pecking at my shoes. Don't peck at Dad's shoes. Huh? What are you doing? What are you pecking at the screen? Oh, that's too cute. That's too cute. Oh, you try to peck at the screen. You see them there? Oh, pecking at the screen too. Oh, there you go. All right, let's get these other eggs out of there. Hold on, girl. I know. That egg's so warm, it's right off that chicken's butt. That egg's on fire right there. All right, here we go. Thank you. You do the best job. You're the best chicken egg layer I ever did have. You lay more eggs than all the chickens. You do. You do, sweetheart. You lay more eggs than all of them combined. You do. You're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl. Oh, I hear it again. Come on. Give me one more crow. There we go. You sound like a rooster. You ruined it. Hey, stop trying to... We're inside we're surrounded by the birds here. We got birds all around us here. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. You sure? Hey, that's my finger. It's not a... You silly kids. All right, you ladies, stay in there. Stay in there. You ladies, stay. Hey, you stay. You stay. You be good girls and stay inside. Stay inside. Stay inside. No, back up. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Move your feet. Move your feet. Move your feet. Thank you. Such pretty girls I have. I gotta get laid every day. So we're homesteaded out here in the homestead. We got some more dinosaur eggs. Turn the lights around. We're gonna go inside the Runs Cowboy here. Go make some hamburgers, get them on the grill. So, around here. You guys want to go inside with the dad? Beautiful day out here in the desert. We got 7 eggs today, 7 golden nuggets. I think I gave Kevin 3 dozen eggs yesterday. 3 dozen. Look at this dinosaur. We got another one of these dragon eggs. Look at this egg. She just keeps pumping out. She's just so much calcium in her system. I feed back her all her. Where'd the other one go? Where'd the other one go? Yesterday was even more. Over here. We got dinosaur eggs. Dragon eggs. Ever seen a dragon egg? These things. Look at all that extra calcium, guys. I think they're getting enough. She's the only one that does it. Sometimes she'll be normal, but sometimes she just gets that extra calcium buildup, and so this was today. Look at the difference in color from one day to the next. She got a little different tone in her. Yesterday it was more mild. But we get them, lots of eggs. This one's beautiful eggs. I don't wash these, so these would be fine for on the counter. You know, you don't have to have the. If you don't wash them, they have the bloom on them, so they'll last. So, oh, we got more eggs in here. Look, more eggs in here. More eggs in here. Uh-oh. This, see, I feed them back. This is my scraps. I feed them back all the scraps. Oh my goodness, we got more eggs here too. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to eat. We're gonna have to have an eggathon again. Normally I eat 5 or 6 eggs at least a day. That's the beautiful thing, you know, about having all these birds. I don't even have that many. I mean, look. Anybody need some fresh eggs? Anybody like fresh eggs? Right off the chicken's butt. This one right here is still warm right here. This one's hot. This egg's hot right here. Remember, she just kicked her out of the nest. So. Eggs for Daisy. Yeah, I got rid of the. Didn't get rid of them. I gave them to Heather, but she got it. She gave them to somebody else. So I like the duck eggs. Those are excellent. Duck's eggs are outstanding. Maybe we should put some eggs on our burger. So. All right. Let me plug you guys back in for a minute. Our 3. We'll try to keep it homesteaded and keep this chat from swine talk. Obviously, we know that. And I'm going to plug you in here. Come on, phone work. Oh, no, it's not charging. Why isn't it doing it? Why is it not charging? I might have to end the stream, guys. It's not charging. Why isn't it charging? Because my phone does that sometimes. Come on, charge. 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 I don't know what's going on with this phone. Since I got it, it did that. What's up with that? What is up with that? So getting up here. What's going on with my phone, man? I did it since about a week after again. Guys, I'm gonna have to end the stream because I need to plug my phone back in. It sometimes charges and sometimes it doesn't. There's nothing matter with the port. It could be brand new. It just does it randomly. Sometimes it decides to charge and it's so weird. Yeah, I've done all of that. Everything's good. You can ask me all the questions. I've done all of it. It just does it whatever it wants. But if I reset my phone, like it's plugged in right now, all I have to do is restart my phone. That's what I'm saying. And it works. You know what I'm saying? And it only does it maybe one every 100 times that I charge my phone in. One every maybe 50 times. So, yeah, this is a brand new phone cord, brand new charger. This is actually brand new. It's weird. So, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah. This charger port's good. I've been really careful with this phone. This is the last phone I'll ever be able to live stream. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's plugged in. Remember, I'm on the grid. We got full power here at the full power. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. Charger controller, it's at 13.2. So it's got plenty of power of the charger controller. Everything's working properly. So, all right. I just have to reset my phone. And like I said, it only does it about one every 50 times. So I'm not sure why it does that. So thanks for checking in with me. I hope you're living the American dream, guys. I'm living the American dream. I don't know what you guys are doing, but this is what the American dream looks like. I don't think this is what great again looks like, but this is the American dream. For me, it is. I know that. So this is close as it can get. I mean, I don't know what else. Having my own power and my own birds and my own food sources and water, be able to store and have room. I go outside and scream for help. Nobody's going to come help me. Heck yeah, you got to be self-sufficient when nobody's in your. They won't. You go scream for help. Nobody's going to hear you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the spot you want, right? Where you got no neighbors. So that's living the American dream, if you ask me. So, all right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time. I'll see you before the end of the day. We'll come up, let my phone charge back up. I got to go clean my dirty mitts here before I go try to make some food and get cleaned up, wash my face. I was laying up there and it's a little dust up there, and I was laying on a nail, and they checked what's going on my back. So, come back in. We'll keep going, guys. You only got so much longer before they put military on all 50 states. They really are very limited on time. I'm not trying to cause alarm. You know what I'm saying? But you really are. They've got military in 19 states. They're talking about putting them in my state, Oregon, Chicago. They're making moves fast in this country, brother, sister. I mean, it is going at breakneck speed. You need to find a safe place away from chaos. If you need a place, call private PM me here on private. It's in the bio. Sorry, in Predestined for Light. I'm serious. I ain't playing. You got limited time. You think you're going to be okay in a city, and you're not. You're not going to be all right in these cities at all. So, find a place where people don't want to fight. Find a place where people are not just surviving but thriving, because they already, the lights go out and they already live like they don't have, like the Amish. Go live like the Amish. Go live like the Mennonites, or you're going to be screwed. You're going to have to go back to all the old ways. Are going to be what's better. That's why I build things with a hammer and use tin snips and shears when I could have a nail gun and all those things, and even smack my finger just every once in a while, just because it feels good. Pain is just weakness. Try to leave your body. Try to remember that. So you can do it. Work harder. Nobody cares. I don't know. I think Dax said that. So I stole that from Dax, the artist Dax. That's a pretty good, I work out here by myself. So it's like, with no radios, you can hear it. So stay in the narrow way, brothers and sisters. Broad is the way. That's all the big cities. Broad is the way that leads to hell. So All these country roads have that. Remember, narrow is the way. Narrow roads are the country. God hates cities. God hates capitalism. If you live in a city, I don't think that through righteous judgment you're going to fend very well. Find your way to a place where people are non-dependent on the system and become your own system. Yep, cut the system out. Become your own supply chain. Yep, cut the chain. Seriously, they're going to blockchain you. Digital communism, digital blockchain communism. You're going to the, if you don't have one foot out of the system when this happens, you're going into the new system, brothers, sisters. Find your place away from chaos. Get extra TP for your bunghole. Make sure you have a water filter at the very least. Go today and buy a water filter. If you do not own a water filter, unsubscribe to this ministry. Seriously, I don't need you here. You're not part of this ministry. If you don't have a life straw or a Sawyer, or go get one. I'm not playing with you. I don't want to play with people who are unprepared. You're going to go hurt somebody because you're unprepared, and that's not right. When you're not thinking with your head, you're not thinking right because you're thinking with your gut. You're not going to be thinking with your head. You've never dealt with people that most people haven't. So no panic, no panic, no panic. These are the life straw. These are for 10,000 gallons. These are like 20 or 30 bucks for these now. These were like 10 bucks, guys, when I first started telling you guys. These things have gone up so much here in the last just year or two when I really started. Remember, I had to get it to another life straw because the package is so worn out. So I've never gotten, I don't get royalties or anything. I've only ever used this one. But this one definitely has the better reviews. And you're never going to buy another one again. This is 100,000 gallons. If you're a married couple, you could use that for each other, but I recommend you both have one. You might get separated, boyfriend, girlfriend, okay? Who knows? Get one for your kids. Every one of your kids should have one of these right now. Every one of your family members, if they don't own anything, this is your first step in preparedness. You always have to have water. You can wander around, be thirsty and hungry and bitching and moaning, but it's when you're thirsty that things get real bad real quick. Please, brothers and sisters, I don't do this. I don't get paid to do this. I don't make money in this. Look, I was up here for 3 hours, didn't make a dime. When I was live streaming at 3 o'clock, in the morning today. I don't do it for the money. I'm retired. So don't worry about money. I'm just saying, take your money and go buy one of these filters today. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Whatever one. There's others. There's others. These are just the two I recommend. These are very widely known and you can get access. Anybody can get access to these. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. Big Five Sporting Goods. So, anyways, Walmart, Cabela's, anywhere, Amazon, you know what I'm saying? This is your first step in preparedness, brothers and sisters. This is something you can carry with you, put in a backpack, put in a fanny pack. You wear one of those or something and go. This is not, it's in a box, so it's even smaller than what's inside of there. The filter itself on this is, look how big the filter itself is on this. There's no excuse, brothers and sisters. People are out there buying Starbucks coffees and beta games, and these are the people that have nothing, and they're going to beat the fuck out of you because you don't have nothing, because they're starving and they cannot think with their head. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, I apologize for cursing. I just don't want to see people hurt. I hate to see people in pain and suffer when they don't have to. There are ways to prevent these things. Learn how to not just survive, learn how to thrive. What is coming, you can learn not just to survive, but thrive. Subscribe to this ministry if you're not, and I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, I'm surviving, right? No, I am thriving. I am living the American dream as much as I can get for what I have and what I do. And, this is the American dream. So come live the American dream with me. I have property out here. I'm selling property. You want to buy some property? I've decided I'm build a homestead out here separate from this many, straight homesteading, self-sufficient, self-reliant, starting from the ground up type people. You want to do it? Come out here in your motorhome. I started out here in a tent. I don't want to hear it. 10-man Arctic tent. Same tent I used when I did all my extreme cold weather mountaineering training, all that. When I did I did that in a 10-man Arctic tent in the Bolio Range in Alaska. Okay. So you better learn how to get yourself a skill set, because everything can be taken from you too. So you better learn how to make a water filter without having one of these. And it's not that damn difficult. You can make a fire. You can make a water filter. So, please get your skill set up, get your spiritual, house prepared in order before all things. Because when you're spiritually out of line, then all things are going to be a wreck. So get your, those loose boards tightened up in your ship, in your vessel. So captain can't sleep at night. Remember, he's steering this ship. If there's one pinhole leak in that ship, right? So make sure you got all this taken care of. You don't want to be running down to get toilet paper at the last moment, fighting people for the last box, bag, or can poison. Okay. So seriously, we just eat poison. Start figuring out, get some food, start growing food in your windowsill. That government hates when you grow tomato plants. Extra abundance. You don't know how to create abundance. Try growing one extra tomato plant. Oh crap, honey, what do we do? We've done stewed tomatoes, we've got diced tomatoes, we've got tomato sauce, we got ketchup, we got tomato paste. What are we gonna do? We still got tomatoes out there that are still green, ripening up. That's how you thrive. There are ways to thrive. Do you see all those eggs I just showed you? I can't eat all these eggs. I'm trying, but I can't. I feed them to the dogs. I feed them back to the chickens. They'd have way more eggs if I didn't feed them back to the chickens and the dogs, you know? And I'm stuffed with, I gave Kevin dozens of eggs every day, you know, or, you know what I'm saying? He eats them. So, and they're superfood. That's how I have the ability to do what I do out here, you know, eat better food than trying to just eat box bag and canned crap. I still eat some of it. So I'm not perfect in any way, but there are ways to do this, brothers, sisters. Cool. So just figure out ways to do this so you can not hurt people, so you can help people, man. The times are coming where you are going to be able to help people, brothers, sisters. That's what's coming, brothers, sisters. You ever wanted to help people? You've been dying to help people and you've been preparing for decades. That's some of us have been doing this for a long time, okay? And we're going to risk the whole thing. Oh, they're coming for you. Oh, well, God will protect me. God will protect this ministry. God will protect us, whoever's here. If they decide to take it, we'll walk away from it. I ain't fight nobody for no dirt. There's nothing I have here, nothing that's here that's worth dying over. It's just dirt. I could get more. I've been stripped back to nothing, literally no shoes on my feet before, and had to, you know, lost everything in a fire. So you can do this. You can create abundance, brothers, sisters. How do you create abundance? Well, you get chickens and you get a rooster and you hatch those eggs out. Now you got more chickens than you know what to do with, more eggs than you know what to do with, you know. Rabbits, you get 10 rabbits, you can get three does and $7 and make as much meat as a whole cow. I don't want to hear your excuses. There are ways to create abundance, not just survive, but thrive. Subscribe to the ministry. I'll teach you how to do it. Okay, guys, I've got to get this phone plugged in so I can come back up for the end of the day. And I do this. Sometimes I work 16-hour days in here sometimes and still work 8 hours at the ministry. Sleep 3 or 4 hours and do it every day. Do it all over again. Rinse, repeat, recycle. I get 4 hours of sleep. That's all I need. You get plenty of sleep when you die. Don't worry about it. Get up. Do something. Get off your ass. Work harder. Nobody cares. No, I do. I care about your brother, sister. I just want to see you not just survive, just barely, grasping at straws. I want you to be the one who's pulling the straws. How about that? Selecting who does what and who goes where. Lead, follow, or get the hell out of my way. That's what I tell people now. I don't have more time for people who aren't ready. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You want to see a failure? They just sit there like a bump on a log. Perfect practice prevents piss poor performance. You want to perform improperly, poorly, fail, then don't practice at all. You'll do just, you're not a natural. None of us are Rambo. It takes a community. Can't spell community without you and I. It's a tribe, brothers, sisters. Find your tribe. Find people who don't want to fight. Find people who don't want to fight. That's the future. Go back to the old ways. I'm telling you, the old ways are going to be the future. You're going to go into this new blockchain digital communism, and they'll offer checks. The world's going to go on, but it's going to get pretty automated pretty quick. They don't need you anymore. So you better go back to the old ways because they're finding their ways to, they got to make McDonald's with not a single person working in it. Eat your kids. You're rubbing it if it's what you're doing is you're pornea. You'll stop doing self-will. Do what Father tells you to do. Listen to that voice. You know there's some voice inside your head that's been nagging you to do something. Go do it. Stop doing what he's telling you to. He's been nagging at you to stop doing something and you won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing it. And brother, sister, you got a personal trainer that because Christ is in you. You don't have to go to a church. You don't have to go to he's not in the sky. He's right there inside of you. And if you listen, not some Jiminy Crickets conscious. You don't have a conscience called Hokodesh, Holy Ghost, Ruach Hokodesh, Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost. He reigns where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my name. There I'll be, right? That is church. He's in you. So listen, you know I'm right. You can't deny it. And it's just like that thorn in the side that's bugging you. It's bugging you even worse now, isn't it? That's him. It's been there since you were born. That age of accountability. He told you, don't take that little beach ball. Don't take that little bike. You could go when you were a child, take it and, a ball. You don't know. Yeah, he's right there inside you, okay? Listen to what it is that he's telling you to do. We all have a unique, thing that we're here to do. Fill that, Don't be just think everything's you're the hammer and everything's a nail. Listen to what he's telling you to do. Choose your battles wisely. Don't just be whacking everything down. Don't be just seriously. Be careful. This is not a time to be going and just creating calamity and chaos and evil. He does that. So he does that to test you. So this is the time to not just survive. And if you're thriving, then you will be able to help another brother out, lift another brother's hand and give him a hand up, right? Not to give him a fish, but and then give him a fishing pole the next day. Don't try to help people who are not willing to help themselves, brother. You need to find self-reliant people that want to get it, You know what I'm saying? So anytime you come here, we talk about that. We're going to narrow out anything in this live stream from here on out. If it's not survival or preparedness related while you're coming here to this ministry, or you're able to add fruit, we're gonna not have any more comments in here at all. We're just gonna moderate them. I don't care. I don't want them in here anymore. We don't have more time to be. It's clogging up this ministry. I don't want it in here. So it's just what we're supposed to do, brothers and sisters. Do not sup with vipers. Don't cast your pearls, before swine. We're not supposed to be giving these gifts to people who don't want them. So you'll know. Don't be looking for fence riders. These people are riding the fence that they should have already been on one side of the fence or on the other, and you'll know them by their fruit. Don't judge them by their cover. You never would are going to know what they look like, man. Do not judge a brother by their cover. Just talk to them, and you'll know, and they'll be hungry. Daily bread. Give them some more of that. Feed them that same thing you eat. Eat of that manna. You know what I'm saying? Hallelujah, brother, sister. Okay, much agape and phileo. Thank you so much, Father. Thank you, Shiloh, the one who redeems his bride. But not until after you die will you be saved. You've got to die and be resurrected to be saved. So do what you're supposed to do. He will heal you. Remember, Sozo, Carrie picked you up and lift you from beginning point to an ending point and heal you. Anybody who wronged you, he will right. Anybody who caused you pain, he will heal, but not until after you die. You can't go after anybody. That's why I don't want you fighting with anybody. Fight with the weeds or something, right? Darn weeds keep coming up. Don't fight with people. Wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world. It was once written on tables of stone, blotted out flesh laws. Now it's written on spiritual, fleshy tables of our hearts, spiritual wickedness in high places. He says, wherefore I say unto you, brothers and sisters, take on the whole armor. Daily bread, that's the armor, the whole armor of the Most High. That's Shiloh, the one who comes back and redeems his bride. Hallelujah. If you want to support the ministry, hit that thumbs up button. Comment after this live stream. And if you want to support the channel monetarily to help us get back or get down to Ecuador to get our funds back so we can purchase the farm down there, there are links in the description to do that through CashApp, PayPal, and Bitcoin PayPal. But it's not ever required to be a part of the ministry. Monetary is not what this ministry is about. This ministry is about eating the meat, and sharing the gospel. So hopefully you can glean something from here's broadcast, and you'll find yourself somewhere out of a city. I rebuke all these cities, and I rebuke anybody who's living in a city right now that can leave and doesn't. Okay. If you can't, I love you, brothers and sisters. Try to commune with people. Don't bug out thinking you can leave. Make a plan to bug in. Find some like-minded people who don't want to fight, and maybe find a way to just speak, a small footprint, and maybe then I don't know. You're going to have to figure it out. I don't think the cities are going to fend very well. I don't think people are going to do very well in cities at all. A lot of people dependent on the system. You need to become the system itself. So love your brothers and sisters in the narrow way. Pastoral revelation, revealing, pulling off these lies, revealing that aletheia, one broadcast, sowing seeds here at a time. Remember, he said the enemy came, sowed seeds while you're sleeping. That means to broadcast, to sow seeds. Don't go to sleep, brothers, here spiritually. Okay. I get about 4 hours and I'm good, but I'll see you guys again on the next High Desert Faith and Truth HD Fat. HD, not for the quality what you see, but the content of this ministry. Okay. Fat for faith and truth. Faith and faith alone, we are saved. That's the aletheia, and aletheia is truth. Welcome to Revelation. Welcome to the apocalypse. We made it. Just the beginning of sorrows. It's not the end, but the beginning. Whoa.